As the name implies, Regulus is a symbol of kingship, rulership. The regulations Ptolemy assigns it a nature of Mars and Jupiter. Regulus gives strength of spirit and military honours, success, high and lofty ideals. It's magnanimous, grandly liberal, generous, ambitious, fond of power, desirous of command, high-spirited and independent. The sign of Leo, in mundane astrology, has rulership over rather self-expressive pursuits, such as entertainment, amusements, sports, theatre, music, pleasure, film stars, gambling, games of chance, creativity, courtship and love affairs, romance, and other things such as leadership, high society, rulers in general. Leo has real personality and don't hesitate to take control. They like to be seen and have stage presence. For example, this is Donald Trump's chart. He has Regulus conjunct his ascendant exact at 29° Leo. He is the personification of Regulus in Leo. What Trump represents is the old way of doing things. Regulus is not in Leo anymore. Since 2011, it is now in Virgo. The old way of regulation is changing to a completely different style altogether. Because fixed stars move a degree every 72 years, it's a gradual phasing into the next placement, as much as we do see incredibly obvious signs of how regulation has been changed for the past decade or so, as Regulus transitions into Virgo. Virgo is associated with business commodities, services, be it restaurant service, military service, or more broadly, just the working class, the workforce or labourers, the employees, and other inferiors. It rules over the medical profession and health in general. So hygiene, diet, nutrition. Virgo is an earth sign and is in the harvest month and is assigned over small animals, grains, groceries, gardening, and how things are stored, storage spaces. As Virgo rules the digestive system, there is a natural talent for discretion. They're hypercritical, analytical. They micromanage, putting everything in its rightful place. They're known to be the cleanest of the zodiac, and if God is cleanliness, then the Virgo, the Virgin, is a goddess of virtuous piety. They are perfectionists born to serve. In essence, Regulus is leaving the self-indulgent Leo party and has gone into Virgo. It is now tidy up time. Virgo is the Greek earth goddess Demeter, or the Roman Ceres, who holds the wheat grain in her hand. Environmentalism is nothing new, but is definitely trending at the moment. The focus to serving Mother Earth as a goddess. NGO groups at the United Nations have created projects to manage and clean up the mess of the hubris Leo's self-expressive creativity. They even have a virgin maiden to personify the movement, aggressively pushing her anxieties of perfection onto the world. There is a warlike push from activist groups, such as Extinction Rebellion, that were promoted on the mainstream media to change our ways and save the earth from destruction. This idea of military service has come up recently due to the Virgoan hypochondriacal pandemic that has demanded new regime of hygiene and routine by our governments. The public have been asked to join the military services of Jab's army, like World War propaganda, recruiting soldiers to the Jab's army to save the nation and the world from the bugs and germs Virgo hates so much. The jab is no normal jab. It is experimental RNA, synthetic DNA. Virgo strive for perfection. Being an earth sign, it's materialistic. Concerns over the body and environment is subject to the perfectionist's enhancements. The clean and efficient autonomous machines, AI, smart future of the fourth industrial revolution is a Virgoan ideal. But what happens to the workforce unless you can keep up with the new robot workers? You also need to upgrade and perfect to function in this new world of high-tech machines. Again, micromanaged by social credit schemes for the unnecessary human labour force paid for being a virtuous citizen. Social perfection is demanded to keep a good credit score. The public would need to keep up with high-tech social normalities. What this entails is transhumanism. The new technocratic overlords are becoming more powerful than nations and governments with their wealth and influence. Merchants are becoming the new rulers of society. They want to sell to you the perfection of immortality. Is this the materialistic idealism of Virgo? Bringing the body to ultimate health so that it can live forever. Maybe that pursuit can lead into total imprisonment within the material world for eternity to serve your new Virgo Regulus masters. Leo has rulership over the upper class, the ruling class. Virgo has rulership over the working class. As the royal star of Regulus moves more into Virgo, the regulatory power structure is handed to the working class and end the Leo royal bloodline that rule the earth by getting rid of them, boycotting their plans, support each other in a non-materialistic way, go back to a more natural way of living, away from technology, to perfect the natural way of living and dying. By Virgo's dualistic, mutable nature, you can expect a split in society, an ascetic natural existence to the other would be transhuman smart city culture. The earth goddess of Virgo is a fertility goddess of harvest time. I wonder if the earth itself is some sort of plant that creates humanoid life and in time that humanoid life make spaceships and fly away like little seeds into the galaxy to fertilize other planets, to spread Earth's seed. We won't see the end of Leo Regulus until the generations born after 2011 grow up and replace the older generations born before 2011. Then we would start to see the full effects of Virgo Regulus. The connotations of Virgo and the vegan movement is clear. So is the movement for better welfare of animals and feminism. As we move away from the male Leo pride, we greet the feminine Virgo Earth Goddess as our new ruler. Even Virgo Prince Harry is a feminist. This will trend more with Kamala, Meghan and Ursula in the near future. I wonder if veganism and feminism is connected to space travel. Virgo, the mercurial sign, Mercury is the winged god. I'm sure in the next 2,149 years, the human race would have officially made it into outer space and explore the galaxy and beyond. Veganism is the change our diet so we can eat synthetic proteins on our long journeys. I don't think there's been a culture in history that has survived a generation being pure vegan. The body needs supplements or animal fats to function, but in order to detach from Earth enough to be able to live on a spaceship with all the cosmic radiation and living in high-tech spacecraft would demand transhumanism. Feminism is transhumanism. From birth control to breaking of the family unit by having women in the workplace. This leads to cloning and synthetic wombs and AI automatons. It looks like robotics and the detachment from the natural characteristics of mother into test tube babies being fashionable. In order to fly into outer space, the human race will need to evolve to adapt to those demands. This is the dualistic nature of Virgo, being a mutable earth sign. There will be those who will perfect the earthly ways of living in harmony with nature and religiously look after the earth. And then you would have those who want to get ready to leave, to never return, to explore the universe forevermore.